Welcome, friends, to another Wolf Responds. I call this one The United States and Europe a Messy Divorce. And that's what I want to talk to you about how the war on Iran, waged by the United States and Israel, is having as one of its many unexamined, unanticipated effects a growing divorce proceeding between the United States and Europe. But before I do, I want to note a historical moment that will get, as many of them do, little or no attention in the United States. The year 1960 was very important in the history of much of the world, but particularly Africa. In 1960, the anti-colonial revolutions that swept Africa around that time reached the Congo. The Congo, arguably the richest part of an already rich continent, had been colonially wasted away by the Belgian government. And the people of the Congo had finally rebelled and, like Africans in many parts of that continent, driven out the Belgians the way they had driven out the Germans, the French, the British, and so on. A very dynamic, explosively powerful orator and organizer in that country was named Patrice Lumumba. Perhaps some of you listening or watching to what I'm saying know about him. Remember, if you were alive then, the brief moment of history that he experienced. A very young man. If you're interested in the rich background, one of the great novelists of the United States, Barbara Kingsolver, wrote a book called The Poisonwood Bible. Received many awards a few years ago. Read it. It's really about the story of Patrice Lumumba. The Belgian authorities, working with those Africans they could buy, which, having been there for a long time, were a significant number of Africans, arrested Mr. Lumumba a few months after he came to power as the first new, really African government of this African Congo country. And the Belgians and their allies arrested him, transported him, tortured him beyond words, killed him, and then dissolved his body in acid so there would be no record. Except just before they did that, the Belgian overseer watching this took away Mr. Lumumba's tooth. And in a ceremony recently, they buried his tooth in an honor funeral for Mr. Lumumba, now 65 years after he was murdered. He's a genuine hero of the African movement for independence. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because after decades of lies and fakery about all of this, the Belgian government has arrested an old leftover noble